காற்றில் அசையும் பூக்களே அலையில் செல்லும் மீன்களே காதலை வந்து சொல்லும் இதயத்தை வந்து வெல்லும்.
I'm a professional magician. I've been doing magic for many years. But what I'm known for is my fire magic, which I have done, like India, China, Vietnam, Myanmar, Bangkok, Indonesia. I even performed for the Sultan of Brunei in his palace.
I made the film for this guy here, Francis. I met Francis years ago at a pub, and he was eating fire, and I was just totally mesmerized. What a wild man. And we became friends, and we would always joke and say, let's do a film, a father and son film.
It all started, when he sent me an SMS. He said, Francis, I'm doing this movie just for you. Why? Because he knows partly, my strained relationship with my son. For many years, we did not talk to each other. But that was 10 years ago. From 10 years, to about 8 years later, nothing really materialized.
He first started wanting to make a movie about a father and son about 2 years ago. And when we first talked about it, it was almost like a fairy tale. He wanted to set it in a sort of fantastical, fantasy sort of realm. I think around October, November of 2007, he started reading this book by, Cormac McCarthy called The Road. And that was when, the whole idea came back to him with a vengeance.
By the time we got the final script, it was 2 weeks to shoot. And how Eric usually chooses his shoot dates is that he goes to a temple and they'll give him like an auspicious day, and we have to work towards that. Eric has been talking about this project for a long time, though it wasn't in black and white, but we know about the character. He likes to drink. We know about the kid. When we did read the script, I think in terms of like the locations, like where this guy, or kind of environment he's supposed to be in, we kind of knew. So it was easier for us to find it. We didn't have to start from scratch.
We were working on a very low budget. So basically, I didn't want to complicate matters, kept the background clean, just simple framing, simple shoot. My approach is not to make it go against the flow. Like if the light is like this, using more of my eye rather and the things around me to make the scene come alive. Rather than a DP going in and trying to change the environment, I tried to use the environment to work with the environment.
It was remarkable that we managed to shoot it all in 9 days. Very sort of organic for this particular film, but I have to say that it has been definitely my most favorite shoot, and everything that we wanted just happened.
And my role in the movie is the son, so a father who's an alcoholic and was a previous magician. In the movie, my character and role is to actually show how a son can be, to what limit he can be independent if the father is an alcoholic and doesn't take care of the son.
Though I was so set on shooting this film, I said, unless I find the right boy, I'm not even going to do it. Because if the kid I find is only so-so, I'm not going to take the risk of making the film. I had actually auditioned a few other boys, and some of them were quite good, but no one that they got me so excited. So in my first casting audition with Jatis, he read the lines, he did it, and when I looked at him, I thought, okay, this kid is perfect.
I've seen some of his films, and I really got very excited to know that I'm working with him. He's actually a very nice man. When I first got the news that I'm going to act, I was actually afraid. How would he think about me? How would he feel about my acting? Will he like me doing my role properly? And when I actually came for shoot, he was actually very nice to me. He made my journey more smooth throughout the whole shooting process. He treated me as an adult, but not too harsh on me when I did any mistakes. He told me, okay, this is where you're wrong, you can improve here. He told me very nicely so that I could absorb whatever he's saying.
ரொம்ப புத்திசாலியும் எனக்கு நினைப்பா ஸ்கூல் பாடம் செய்யறதுக்கு கூட்டாளி கிட்ட இருந்து காசு வாங்கியிருக்காம.
Actually, the gist of the story, it's about father and son. You see, parents go through a lot of mental stress and physical stress in bringing up children. My magic shows the kind of sufferings, how extreme a parent can go to bring their children up, just to ensure that they have a reasonable income for their future.
You don't actually see.
No, we don't see.
Yeah, so anybody who can.
Okay.
Just sit on it, it's fine.
We're just turning to wait. There's a better way not to here.
You see, I can take pain. I was actually training my body to, firstly, to have a motorcycle to run over my body, and secondly, a car or a van to run over my body. Now, this I was training, way back in 1980, around 84, when I met with an accident. So then subsequently I stopped. But still, I know I can take all this weight and this pain. Even though some of the bizarre acts, I know it can be accomplished and can be done. I have not even experienced it. And what I did is, as I said, I want to give it all. And I gave it all. Like piercing of the tongue, I know it can be done. Well, I wanted to use a false tongue. You see, in India, what they do is, they have the father and, with the child, and he pull out the tongue and it'll just pierce like that, and everybody will be shocked in horror. But that is done with a false tongue. However, for this movie, Eric said, no, it doesn't look good. I said, okay, no problem. I'll pierce my tongue. And I just pierced it.
Yeah, we had kind of like some ridiculous ideas like him eating nails and stuff, but we kind of figured we didn't want him to bleed or nothing too dangerous. So with what we had at the end while we were shooting, I think it was a good balance, and yeah, Eric was happy.
I'm not afraid of death. I faced death in 1984, and I'm prepared to actually to die for the movie. So I thought, go all the way, do it, and make sure do it right and do it good. So that was my intention. But death, I'm not afraid at all.
He's a very good teacher. First, Mr. Eric thought that it would be quite nice if I did some magic tricks on the set. Uncle Francis said, okay, I wanted to teach him some of my magic tricks. And I was like, okay, I'm going to learn some magic. It's just like some card trick, some coin disappearance trick. And when Uncle Francis invited me to his house, when I went there, I saw all these fire-eating equipments. So I got really shocked. I thought, okay, why is there fire-eating equipments? I thought, okay, Uncle Francis is going to show me some stunts, this and that. So when he lights up the flames, he ate the fire, he taught me how to eat fire, and he asked me to give it a go. So I looked at him and we looked eye to eye, and I told him, Uncle Francis, are you serious?
Thanks.
I started to make the music when my dad was filming, and well, I never actually really told him that I was making a song for his movie. I didn't even know it was going to be for his movie. So then, I think it was at dinner, after he finished the movie, I started to play that song, and he started to go up to me and ask me what song that was.
My son started to play this melody, and I thought, what a great piece of music, And I said, no, who composed this? And he goes, I did. And I thought, my God, this is it. This melody has to go into the film.
Well, he didn't tell me that much anymore until I think the next day, where he told me that he wanted to use the song for the movie, and I was really happy.
Eric was saying that Christopher's got something for me to listen to, and he actually had this xylophone, this toy xylophone. It's not easy to actually play with a toy xylophone. But anyway, he was trying to play me this thing that he written. It's kind of like a happy accident in a sense, because we never went into it thinking that Christopher would come up with something. It just kind of happened on that night itself, and Eric brought him down with a xylophone as well. It kind of worked out so brilliantly. Yeah, that's the amazing part about it. I guess you could say it's magical in a sense. Yeah.
Eric SMS'd me, "Hey young genius, we are going to Cannes Film Festival. We have been selected for the main competition." So I was, okay, we're going to the competition. I was more excited about going to France rather than going to the film festival. So I was like, okay, we're going to the film festival, this and that. So when I actually got down to business and checked on the net, what is the Cannes Film Festival about, I was really, really shocked. At first, I was really scared walking down. I was very nervous because there were thousands and thousands of people watching. So then, I felt very overwhelmed by response to the movie.
It was really a fantastic feeling to be there, and you have hundreds of cameramen, taking photographs of you and all. And it's a feeling that you'll never forget.